If uncertainty about how his family sees you has been stealing your peace, or if you feel butterflies in your stomach just thinking about the judgment coming from the home of the one you love, take a deep breath right now. Perhaps you carry the weight of thinking you aren't good enough in the eyes of your special person's mother, or you fear that family influences are creating silent rifts between the two of you. This anguish is valid and painful, but the heavens ask you to let go of this heavy burden this very instant. The celestial messengers descend in this sacred moment to unveil what is hidden in the deepest hearts and thoughts. The truth is far more luminous and welcoming than your fears allow you to see. His mother, or the mother figure who guards his history and roots, has a perception of your essence that will completely change everything you believe about this relationship. There is a secret admiration, a recognition of the soul that appearances do not show, but which the angels bring to the surface today to calm your chest. Dear soul, if the winds of destiny brought you to this message, it was not by chance. The universe orchestrated this moment because you need to hear the confirmation that your place is saved and blessed, far beyond human approvals. You were guided here to discover that, on the spiritual plane, his roots already accept your light. Before we unveil this secret that will transform your vision, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. This space is not just a collection of videos. It is a refuge of peace, where answers arrive for those who have true faith. By subscribing, you open the doors to receive daily guidance that strengthens your loving path and protects your union against any disharmony. Leave your like on this video right now. It is not just a touch on the screen, it is a prophetic act of deserving. By liking, you tell the universe that you are ready and open to receive the acceptance, affection, and respect you deserve. It is your silent, yet powerful, amen to the family harmony being built behind the scenes. Think of that friend who also suffers for love, the one who needs a breath of hope, and share this blessing with her. The law of return is infallible and fair. Whoever spreads hope and helps heal the heart of another reaps miracles twofold in their own life. To seal this welcoming energy and open the paths of approval, write the following power phrase in the comments now. I am the blessing his family is waiting for. Observe how this affirmation begins to move the invisible structures around you, dissolving resistances and planting seeds of love where once there was doubt. Prepare your heart and open your intuition. For what will be disclosed in the next few minutes will dissolve your doubts and show that you are viewed with eyes of admiration. Even if silence reigns now in the physical world, the angels are already working to join what must be joined. Rest assured that you are precious, and the view they have of you is surprising. Let us discover together what the mother of your loved one really thinks of you. Dear soul, receive now this embrace of light that the angels have prepared for your heart. You arrived at this moment not by chance, but because the universe needs to deliver an urgent message about what happens in the silence, in those instants when physical distance seems insurmountable. I know that doubt often visits your thoughts, making you question if everything you lived was real, if the bond that unites the two of you still pulses with the same intensity on the other side. Today, the celestial messengers bring a powerful confirmation, a disclosure that involves not only his feelings, but the perception of those around him, especially the mother figure, who possesses a sharp intuition about who really touches her son's soul. Dear soul, there is a hidden truth that needs to come to the surface. The mother of your special person, whether she is present on the physical plane or observing from the spiritual planes, carries a very strong impression of you. She feels, deep in her chest, that you are the only one capable of bringing true peace to his spirit. She thinks you are the cure for the old wounds he carries, the light he sought so much on winding and dark roads. Even if words have not been spoken, energy does not lie. At the soul level, she recognizes your goodness and the purity of your intentions. This spiritual validation is a seal of protection over your relationship, indicating that destiny wove the lines of your lives with a greater purpose, a purpose of union and mutual evolution. It is fundamental that you understand how signs work. Often, you look for grand confirmations, but the angels murmur in the details. When you feel a sudden warmth in your chest, a sensation of comfort that arises without explanation in the middle of an ordinary afternoon, know that it is his energy embracing you in thought. At this exact moment, he might be staring into the void, lost in memories of your smile, and this longing is so strong that it crosses space and touches your energetic field. It is as if there were a golden thread, invisible to human eyes but unbreakable to the heart, connecting the center of your chest to his. Whenever he pulls this thread with the weight of missing you, you feel the tug there, in your own soul. The confirmation you ask for so much in your prayers is in these little coincidences that are not coincidences. You know when you hear that song that marked a moment between you two, playing in an unlikely place? Or when his name appears repeatedly in other people's conversations or on street signs? The universe is acting like a mirror. Everything he emanates with strength and desire reflects in your reality. He thinks of you with such intensity that the world around you begins to respond to that vibration. Believe it, dear soul. He misses you more than he shows, and pride or fear may be locking the words, but they can never lock the energy. Imagine two musical instruments perfectly tuned to the same note. When a string is plucked on one of them, the corresponding string on the other instrument vibrates, even without being touched, just by the resonance of the sound. You are these instruments. You vibrate on the same frequency. When sadness hits him, you feel melancholic without reason. When he feels a renewed hope thinking of the two of us, you smile without knowing why. This telepathy is the undeniable proof that the bond has not been cut. On the contrary, physical distance often serves only to strengthen the spiritual connection, forcing souls to communicate through subtler and deeper means. The angels ask you to calm your anxiety. His mother figure, in her intuitive wisdom, has already realized that no other presence fills the space like yours. She thinks that you are, in fact, the predestined one. This family perception, even if unconscious, creates a magnetic field that attracts him back in your direction. It is as if the clan itself, his very lineage, were conspiring in favor of this reunion, recognizing in you the virtues necessary to make him grow and be happy. Do not allow the momentary silence to fool you. Silence is full of spiritual noises. It is in the silence that he revisits photos, rereads old messages, and talks to you in thought, apologizing, declaring feelings he has not yet had the courage to vocalize. Dreams are another magnificent portal. If you have been dreaming of him, be certain that he also visits your dreams. In the oniric planes, the barriers of the ego fall, and souls meet to satisfy the longing. You have been meeting there, night after night, reaffirming promises that were made long before this life began. Therefore, dear soul, take a deep breath and feel the truthfulness of these words. You are not imagining things. Your intuition is the most precise compass that exists. If your heart says it isn't over yet, it's because your story still has many blank pages waiting to be filled. Heaven confirms that you are seen, remembered, and above all, deeply desired. The one you love is in a process of awakening, realizing that life loses its color far from your light. Keep your vibration high, for you are the beacon guiding his return home. Dear soul, pay close attention to what the heavens bring to your heart at this moment. There is an urgent message about the preservation and security of the affectionate bond you prize so much. Love, when it is true and illuminated, shines with an intensity that can, unfortunately, bother those who live in emotional darkness. It is necessary to understand that your relationship is a precious treasure, and, like every high-value treasure, it needs to be kept under lock and key, far from curious eyes and malicious intentions. Often, dear soul, the heaviest energies do not come from declared enemies, but from those who are close, disguised as concern or family advice. The title of this message speaks about the mother of your special person or family figures. And know that, on the spiritual plane, other people's opinions carry an energetic charge. If there are thoughts of doubt, fear, or even jealousy coming from that direction, this creates waves that try to rock the boat of your love. The angels ask you to be attentive and prepared, not with fear, but with wisdom and spiritual firmness. Imagine, dear soul, that your relationship is like a lit candle in the middle of an open field where it is very windy. This wind is the opinions, the evil eye, the envy, and external interferences. If you leave this flame exposed, any stronger gust can put it out. Your mission now is to be the hands that cup themselves around this flame. You must protect the sacred fire that warms your union. Do not allow cold winds from outside to cool the warmth you built with such affection. The celestial messengers teach that secrecy is the first barrier of protection. Silence is a golden shield. Do not recount your victories. Do not expose your future plans, and do not relate the intimacies of the couple to those who have no commitment to your happiness. Envy is a light sleeper and has attentive ears. By maintaining mystery about your life as a couple, you create a mist of invisibility that confuses those who wish you ill. Dear soul, it is necessary to perform constant energetic cleansing. Just as we clean dust from our house, we must clean our relationship of the negative charges that adhere to our aura when we go out into the world. Sometimes, you arrive home tired, irritated without reason, and start small arguments. Know that this, frequently, is not from you. It is external cargo. It is interference trying to create breaches in the wall of love. Rest assured that the higher plane is by your side to close these breaches. Now, take a deep breath, for we are going to raise this protection to the maximum level. Visualize, dear soul, a massive crystal dome descending over you and the person you love. This dome is transparent to light, but impenetrable to shadows. See warrior archangels positioning themselves at four corners around this dome, with swords of blue fire that cut any tie of sorcery, any curses cast, and any thought of ruin sent against you. Feel the power of this image. In this instant, all the chains that tried to hold back the couple's advance are being broken. The weight you felt on your shoulders is dissolving. That sensation that nothing works out disappears now. Envy hits this wall of crystal and returns to its origin, without touching a single hair on your head or the head of the one you love. You are armored. Your love is sealed by a higher authority, which does not allow malice to prosper. Dear soul, keep this vision firm in your mind. Where the protection of angels exists, malice finds no place to land. You are the guardian of this secret garden. Tend to it, water it with prayers, and surround it with vigilance. Peace will reign between you, for evil has no permission to enter where sacred love makes its home. To make this indestructible shield firm and guarantee that this protection is active from now on, go down to the comments and write the following power affirmation. I activate the shield of light over my relationship, and no envy will touch us. Dear soul, listen with an open heart to the urgent message that the celestial messengers bring to your love life at this moment. True love, this pure and limpid feeling you nurture in your chest, is like a rare jewel exposed in an open field. The brilliance of this connection is so intense that, inevitably, it attracts stares. Some of these stares are of admiration, but others carry the shadow of envy, malicious curiosity, and intrusion. The angels show me that there is an immediate need to shield your relationship against third parties who try, consciously or unconsciously, to disturb the couple's peace. Imagine, dear soul, that the relationship you build with your partner is a majestic castle surrounded by high and strong walls. Within these walls, there is a secret garden where only the two of you should walk. However, spirituality reveals that gates were left ajar. Figures from the past, old loves who do not accept the end, or even superficial flirtations, prowl the walls trying to find a breach. And it is not just other people's romantic interests that worry. Often, interference comes from where we least expect it, from family members who, under the pretext of care, cross the limits of respect. Perhaps the mother of the one you love, or another close relative, has strong opinions about who you are, or how the relationship should be conducted. They may think they know what is best, but know, dear soul, that the highest authority over your union belongs only to the two of you and to the heavens. When you allow the opinion of a mother-in-law, a brother-in-law, or a friend to influence the couple's decisions, you hand the keys of your castle to strangers. Spiritual protection demands firmness. It is necessary to draw a clear line in the sand and declare that, from this point inwards, only the energy of mutual love has permission to enter. The angels of protection, led by the strength of Archangel Michael, now deliver into your hands the tools to erect this armor. It is not about being rude or hostile, but about being the guardian of your temple. You must visualize your relationship daily wrapped in a sphere of mirrors facing outwards. Everything sent against you, be it jealousy, gossip, or attempts at reconnection from ex-partners, will hit this mirrored surface and return to the origin, without ever touching your harmony. Understand, dear soul, that invasive energies are like weeds. If you do not nip them in the bud as soon as they appear, they grow and suffocate the flowers of affection. That innocent message from someone from the past, that acid comment from a relative at a Sunday lunch, all these are seeds of discord. Your stance must be unshakable. Heaven expects you to assume your post as a watchman of this love. Do not be afraid to say no. Do not be afraid to ask for distance from those who do not respect the sacredness of your commitment. We now arrive at the crucial point of this disclosure, the instant where energy changes in your favor. Take a deep breath and feel the strength that sprouts from your interior. In this exact second, the universe summons you to seal the entrances of your emotional life. Imagine you are holding a sword of flaming blue light. With it, you cut all the energetic cords that link your partner to old relationships and disconnect the influence of relatives who do not wish you well. Feel the weight leaving your shoulders and the atmosphere around the couple becoming lighter, cleaner. You declare to the cosmos that your relationship is a sacred and inviolable territory. External voices fall silent. Confusion dissipates. The mother of your beloved, ex-partners, envious people, all are forced to retreat before the magnitude of your spiritual determination. The barrier is erected and is impenetrable. Nothing enters without your consent. Your love is safe, protected inside the fortress you have just consecrated with your faith and your sovereign will. Dear soul, feel now the comforting presence of the beings of light who accompany your steps. They bring a message of hope and clarity about what is to come in your emotional life. The way the mother of your special person sees you is not an isolated event, but rather a fundamental piece in a much larger puzzle drawn by the heavens. The angels show me a very beautiful image at this moment. They present an angelic vision of your future in love that shines with a constant golden light. It is important that you understand that the future is not a road of immutable stone, but rather a river of possibilities that responds to the vibration of your heart. What the celestial messengers uncover now is a very strong probability, based on the purity you emanate and the acceptance that has already begun to germinate in the family bosom of the one you love. Imagine, dear soul, that your life is like a great celestial loom. Each thread you weave with patience, kindness, and self-love creates the design of your loving destiny. The approval or admiration that his mother feels for you functions as a master golden thread, the one that gives support and beauty to the entire tapestry. The angels see that, if you keep your heart aligned with peace and trust, this future relationship has deep roots to grow and become a leafy tree, capable of withstanding any storm. In this romantic forecast the heavens draw for you, there is not only passion between two partners, there is the construction of a home. The vision passed to me shows bountiful tables, laughter shared on festive dates, and above all, a sensation of belonging. You are not seen as a stranger or a passenger, but as someone who came to add, to bring light, and to heal old wounds of that family lineage. It is as if his mother, at her soul level, already knew that you are the guardian of her son's happiness. Dear soul, know that this vision requires you to remain in the frequency of certainty. Doubt is like a mist that hides the path. When you doubt your worth or question if you will be accepted, the image of the future loses focus. However, the instant you take ownership of your light and feel deserving of this complete love, the path opens with sharpness. The angels ask you to visualize this acceptance, not as something you need to conquer with excessive effort, but as something that is already yours by spiritual right. The metaphor that the beings of light deliver to you today is that of a lighthouse on a serene night. You are this lighthouse. The mother of your loved one is like a navigator who sighted your light and knows that a safe harbor exists there. She feels that beside you, her son will be protected and supported. This security you transmit is the foundation of your future in love. It is a silent promise that turbulence has been left behind and that days of calm and contentment are being prepared for you. The universe conspires in favor of those who love truthfully. The sacred observes the intention of your heart and sees that it is pure. There is no room for fear when the foundation is built on mutual respect and family admiration. The angels are working behind the scenes, harmonizing energies, smoothing edges, and preparing the scenery so that this union materializes on the physical plane in the most beautiful way possible. Keep in mind, dear soul, that everything true has its time of maturation. Just as a flower does not bloom before its time. The outcome of this story follows a natural and perfect rhythm. Anxiety may try to knock at your door, but you must answer with faith. The vision the angels have is of victory, of celebration, and of a union blessed not only by men, but by the entire celestial hierarchy. You are being guided to a place of honor in this person's life and in their family. Now, I invite you to make a deep and sincere reflection, for your active participation is necessary to anchor this reality. Take a deep breath and ask your interior, how do I feel? Imagining that I am already part of this family and that I am loved and respected by all of them. Can I feel the peace of this reality now? Or do I still carry fears of rejection that need to be cured so that this future settles in fully? Dear soul, the angels approach in this instant to illuminate the shadows of doubt that sometimes prowl your kind heart. There is a latent curiosity, a question that echoes in the silence of your thoughts about how you are viewed, not only by the one you love, but by those who surround this person. The title of this message touched something deep in your being, for the mother figure carries a weight of wisdom and intuition. Know that, on the spiritual plane, family connections often serve as mirrors of the truth we try to hide. What the mother of your loved one thinks you are reflects directly what he transmits to her, even without using words. The celestial messengers observe the silent conversations and the energies circulating in that home. The disclosure that arrives now is powerful. She, his mother, notices a change in her son's aura when the subject is you. She thinks you are the bearer of a light he needed desperately. She feels you brought an emotional stability that was lacking before. But most importantly, dear soul, is that this perception of hers confirms his true intentions. The angels now remove all masks so that you can see with total clarity. You have been seeking to understand his intentions with fervor. The uncertainty of whether he loves me, or if it is just a momentary attraction, has been stealing your sleep on lonely nights. Heaven wants to hand you the answer to calm your anxiety. What his mother picks up is the reflection of true feelings. A man does not radiate peace and admiration to his own mother if what he feels is just a passing interest. The family, often, acts as a natural lie detector, and the silent approval emanating from it is a sign that what exists between you possesses roots that seek depth. It is necessary to have clarity and love so as not to walk in circles. The protection angels are around you to guarantee that you do not fall into illusions. They show that, although he may have fears and apprehensions about surrendering totally, what vibrates inside him is the will to build. It is not about an adventure without a destination. There is a greater purpose uniting the two of you. His mother thinks you are the person who at long last touched her son's heart in a way no one managed before. This vision is precious, for it validates your intuition that something special is flowering. However, dear soul, wisdom is necessary. Knowing if it is real love or superficial interest demands that you also look at daily attitudes, and not just at promises. The celestial vision points out that he is in a process of sentimental maturing, propelled by your presence. You are seen as an anchor, someone secure, prepared, and blessed. He transmits this security to the family, which molds the positive opinion they have of you. The angels ask you to receive this disclosure as a balm. Do not allow insecurity to create scenarios that do not exist. The truth is that he nurtures immense affection and profound respect, feelings that are the base of any lasting union. When you ask yourself about his intentions, know that they are aligning for commitment, even if his timing is different from yours. His mother has already realized what perhaps he is still building the courage to verbalize with every letter, that you are essential. At this moment, feel embraced by the wings of light that bring you this confirmation. You are not being deceived. The path ahead of you is being cleared of misunderstandings. The opinion coming from his family bosom is a direct reflection of the importance you occupy in his life. Remain firm in your sweetness and your inner strength. Everything that is true remains and strengthens over time. Rest assured that heaven conspires in favor of truth and genuine love. Receive this clarity and let it guide your next steps with confidence and serenity. Dear soul, we have reached the apex of this celestial delivery, where messages gain an intensity capable of moving mountains and transforming reality before your eyes. Today, The heavens open to make known something your heart yearns to know, a truth that touches the deepest roots of human relationships, family acceptance and the blessing of the lineage. You have been asking yourself about what goes on in the mind and heart of those who gave life to your special person. Know that, on the spiritual plane, connections happen long before the physical meeting. Maternal intuition is a powerful beacon, and at this exact instant, the angels unveil what the mother of your loved one feels regarding you. She thinks you are the answer. Yes, dear soul, understand the magnitude of this disclosure. There were nights when she looked at the sky and asked, with a mother's fervor, for someone to arrive to care for, love, and protect her son's heart. She asked for someone with your light, with your patience, and with your capacity to forgive and build. Even if you have not yet conversed deeply, or even if physical barriers exist at this moment, her soul recognizes your energetic signature. She feels that you are the piece that was missing to bring balance, maturity, and genuine joy to the life of the one she loves so much. Imagine a garden that waited years for the right rain to bloom. You are this blessed rain. The metaphor the winged beings show me now is that of a golden key turning in an old lock. You have the power to open doors that were jammed by pain or loneliness. His mother realizes, at a subconscious level, that you are not just a passenger in his life, but a safe harbor. She sees in you the stability and sweetness necessary to calm the internal storms he carries. It is a validation that comes from above, crosses the maternal heart, and reaches you as a confirmation that this bond is protected and sanctioned by the angels. Often, the fear of rejection creates shadows where there should be light, but the power message I bring today dissipates any insecurity. Understand that your presence radiates a frequency of healing so high that it is impossible to be ignored. Where there is resistance, your love will place understanding. Where there is doubt, your firm stance will bring certainty. The angels of love work incessantly to clear the ground between families, removing misunderstandings and dissolving old hurts that do not belong to this new story being written. You carry within you the essence of union. The vision spirituality transmits is that you are seen as a blessing, a gift sent to elevate the vibration of everyone around. There is no rival. There is no obstacle that can sustain itself before the purity of your intentions. Believe that the conversations about you, even those happening far from your ears, are being guided towards tenderness and admiration. The universe conspires for you to be received with open arms, not just as a partner, but as an integral and vital part of the family. Feel now this deep impact on your being. Acceptance already exists on the plane of souls. The mother of your loved one feels that you are the cure for his loneliness, the inspiration for his growth, and the partner who will walk beside him towards a prosperous future. Nothing is stronger than a love that receives the blessing of the ancestors. You are being enveloped by a mantle of approval and affection. The most powerful angelic messages are those that return peace and confidence in our own value to us. You are precious, rare, and irreplaceable. The path is free, clean, and illuminated so that this union materializes on all levels, from the spiritual to the physical, from the individual to the familial. Take a deep breath and take possession of this absolute truth. You are the chosen one, not only by him, but by the entire destiny that surrounds you. To seal this truth in your reality and allow this welcoming energy to flood your life, repeat with me this power declaration with all the faith that dwells in your chest. I declare that I am the answer to the prayers of love and union. I am received, loved, and celebrated by everyone who is part of my destiny. My light harmonizes all relationships. So it is. Dear soul, receive in the center of your chest the confirmation you waited for so much. Feel now the lightness of someone who has had a massive weight removed from their shoulders. Everything unveiled today confirms that you are not a stranger, but a fundamental piece in the destiny of the one you love. That mother figure, in her spirit, already recognizes your light and knows that you bring true good. There is no more room for rejection in the ethereal planes, for the angels worked tirelessly to clean old impressions and plant seeds of love and mutual acceptance. Keep in your heart the absolute certainty that you are viewed with good eyes, as someone worthy, full of virtues, and prepared to care and be cared for. The The path ahead of you is clean and illuminated by a celestial clarity. The barriers that insecurity and fear created are dissolving like mist in the morning sun. Believe that family harmony is a sacred gift being delivered into your hands this instant. You are the answer to the silent prayers of that family, even if they have not yet verbalized this on the earthly plane with every letter. Heaven testifies to your importance and the purity of your intentions, validating your place beside your partner. To seal this decree of union and peace, I invite you, dear soul, to perform a prophetic act of faith right now. Go to the comments and declare to the universe your position of honor. Write with all the strength of your belief, I am the blessing that this family was waiting for. By typing these words, you make this truth real and authorize spirituality to act in your favor, removing any remnant of coldness, distance, or doubt that may still exist. Do not fail to support this channel, which is a safe harbor for your spirit and an oracle of hope. Leave your like on this video and verify your subscription, for this way you ensure that the next messages reach you with speed and precision. By sharing this content, you become a messenger of light, taking comfort to other souls who also seek answers and solace. Receive now my apostolic blessing over your life. May the Creator pour over you and over your relationship an abundant rain of graces. May your partner's mother see in you the reflection of celestial love, and may your union be shielded against any envy or misunderstanding. May sweetness be on your lips, and wisdom guide your attitudes in every family meeting. I cover your home with the mantle of supreme protection, and declare that full happiness is your irrevocable destiny. Stay in the peace of the angels, and until our next meeting of light.